Hey VLS math class. Today we are working with one of my favorite websites. It's called Thinking Blocks Ratios. When you click on the link, you'll get to a page that looks like this. In the middle, there's a blue bar that says Play Now. If you click on that, it'll launch. Now be really careful to not press the X in the upper right-hand corner. This game is called Museum Mishap. The famous scientist exhibit has come to the museum. Unfortunately, the biographies have been misplaced. Solve the math puzzles, guess the scientist, restore the exhibit. All right, there's an arrow pointing to the right, this gold arrow. Please press that, and you'll be taken to
Let's
this screen.
get started.
Today we're working on the first one in the top left, the one that says missing quantity. If you press on that one, it'll take you to a problem. There's some really cool things that happen here. Right? One thing I want you to notice is if you turn your volume up, there are a couple places where it will read things aloud to you. This is the bottom green box.
Read the word problem. Identify the ratio. Then build a model. Tap the check mark to check your work.
Okay, so those are the instructions, right? Then in the top one, it'll read it to you, that purple box. If you press the orange speaker button there, it'll read it to you. Here we go.
Maya made some trail mix by combining cereal and grapes in a 5-to-6 ratio. Maya used 60 ounces of cereal. How many ounces of grapes were used?
Okay, so now I'm going to go into this sentence and I'm going to notice that she combined two things, cereal and grapes. And it looks like cereal got mentioned first, so I'm going to grab this blue box
Ounces of cereal.
and put it on top. Then I'm going to grab the bottom one
Ounces of grapes.
and put it on the bottom because cereal came first. That's why I'm going to put it on the top. I also noticed that there's the ratio 5-to-6 because 5 came first. That has to go with the cereal. I'm going to put 5 of these little green boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top and 6 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you've built the right model, you will use all of the boxes, but it would be possible to put them in the wrong order, right? So you might remember the instructions on the bottom said tap the check mark. So now I'm going to press the green check mark. Okay, I notice that a lot of the things have stayed the same, but there's some kind of lines up on the top and there's some lines on the bottom, and then on the right side there's a 60 and a question mark. All right, I'm going to tap the speaker in the green box.
Excellent work. Now you can add numbers to the model. Tap the check mark when you are ready.
So here's the 60 box. I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to look in the sentence. Oh, right up there, 60 ounces of cereal. She used 60 ounces of cereal. So I can't put it down on the bottom. If I put it here, that would go with this bottom set of boxes, which is ounces of grapes. So I'm going to put it on the top, which was ounces of cereal, 60. Okay, you might notice there's a question mark. And the question mark has to do with the actual question. The question said, how many ounces of grapes were used? We don't know how many there were, so there's a question mark. Then I'm going to press the green check mark. Looking good so far. Okay, speaker button.
Now you're ready to find the missing number. Use the number pad to enter your answer. Then tap the check mark.
Okay, I'm going to grab the pencil tool here to help me. I noticed that each of these green boxes is the same size. So if this box was worth 10, then that one would be 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 worth 10. But all those 10s together equal 50, which is not 60. So that doesn't work. Let's think about something else. I noticed there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, and each box is the same size. The total of the entire set of boxes on top is 60. 60 got split into 5. So I'm going to, with my calculator, do 60 split into 5. All right, so here we go. 60 split into 5. Calculator. 60 split into 5. 60 split into 5. 12. All right. Remember how I put a 10 in each box? It was just a little bit too small. What this is telling me now is that it should really be 12 in each box. And if there's 12 in those boxes, and the boxes down below are the exact same size, then it's 12 in each of these boxes. And I can either count by 12s, or I could say 12 times 6 and put that in my calculator. Or I notice that this bottom set of bars has one extra box, that one right there. So what I really have is 60 plus 12. That's 72. I think that's my answer. You might have to click off the pencil to be able to tap the number buttons here, but that's what I'm doing here. To get my answer, which goes right down here in this box where it says answer, I need to tap 72 and then press the green check mark. All right, it's correct. I noticed this for two reasons. Number one, I have a clue one, and number two, I see down in this bottom right-hand corner, this kind of purpley box, it says missing quantity. There's 1 star. All right, so here's your job. You do not have a decimal assignment. Instead, you need to do this website and get 5 gold stars. And when you get 5 gold stars, you're going to take a screenshot and you're going to upload it to Schoology. That's your assignment. Okay? So you're only doing missing quantity. You don't have to do any of the others. Right? So if I press this house button in the top right corner, see all these other ones here? There's total, difference, total, and difference. All you're doing is missing quantity. Don't do any others. Okay? When you get 5 stars, take a screenshot and then send it in. If you have any questions, come to the help desk.